This is Will.
This is Alex.
Welcome back to another episode of They Mostly Come Out of Me. Welcome back, everyone. You know who it is?
You know what day it is?
Your favorite small-time podcasters that take a week hiatus on a whim.
It's okay.
Because
we always come back.
We always come back. We're always here.
Like the clap.
Yep. We come back and, we keep on giving, just like the clap.
We might go to sleep for a bit, but eventually
we always make our way back.
We resurface.
We do. We go for a little bit and then we come back.
And you think you're safe. But then we
just when you think it's safe to listen to other podcasts where they review bad movies.
Yes. Or podcasts in general.
We're like Jaws. We just always come back for vengeance.
Minus the money.
We do have a mission for you, though, if you're so inclined. If this is your first episode, welcome. If this is your 270th episode, welcome back. Please go like, comment, subscribe. Go on your YouTubes. That's where we're popping off a little bit.
Do your business.
Do all the subscribe stuff. Share it to your friends. If you like what you hear, please. It really helps out the podcast.
281 episodes.
Yes. So you have a lot to listen to if you're new. Or if you're coming back again, just go listen to old episodes. You'll be fine. Wow. Yeah. I think that's it. Go do the stuff that helps us out, please. And we appreciate you listening.
We appreciate the requests too. Blackwater Media, give us 2 more.
Yep,
I've added them.
Go check out Blackwater Media 2 on YouTube, please. Cryptozoology, really good shit. And also check out our opening and closing band, Corpus Earthling. Yes. We have to get that out of the way too.
Check them out on Bandcamp.
Check them out on Bandcamp. The link is going to be in the description.
As always.
Please go check them out. They are awesome. I always say you don't like music if you don't like Corpus Earthling. So, also, we do a recommendation every 5 episodes. So please, sorry, it's been a week. So it's like, it's all jumbled up in there. Yeah. It's fine. It's like we're recording our first episode. Yeah. Let's get into the movie because Miami Connection
Right.
It is Miami Connection, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the movie,
The connection to Miami is strong. The connection to a plot is not so strong.
Plot.
Plot is a...
right.
It's a relative word for this kind of movie.
In this movie, it is.
There's not much of a plot, if at all.
There is no plot.
There is no plot. It's about a band.
This will be a rambler because...
This has to be a rambler. I don't see... Let's give it a nutshell.
Please.
It is about a band that gets in trouble because they stole... They didn't even steal. They just get a job at a nightclub and replace another opening act, and they start fighting because of it.
And there is a girl dating one of the band members.
Yes.
And her brother is in a gang. And he is also unhappy that she's dating someone in that band. And the two disgruntled parties, the former now fired band and the gang brother, team up to bring down Dragon Sound, the band, the Taekwondo band.
Now, my question...
No.
Right off the bat.
No. No questions.
I can ask a question.
No, I'm sorry.
Fuck you. I can ask a question.
It's not the movie.
So, and this is a simple question. Dragon really? Sound is an okay band name, right? If you named it Dragon Style, better band name.
I don't think it matters.
It doesn't. I'm just saying.
Because they're a band and they make sound.
You know what it is? It doesn't matter because it's already been made. That's why it doesn't matter. Because it's already there. They're Dragon Sound in the movie.
It's already as good as anything can ever be.
Now, this is homebrew as hell.
Yeah.
This is like the most homebrew shit. Most of the scenes don't even really have any semblance of meaning. It's just like people hanging out. Like, a lot of the scenes are literally just people hanging out.
That's more than half the movie.
Like, there's a beach scene where just people hang out. We'll just get these out of the way right now. There's a beach scene where people just hang out, and we see our actors, like, flexing their muscles and ADRing stupid bullshit cat call lines.
Hitting on women, like, they don't make those buns at the bakery.
Yeah.
Like,
and then there's a...
ADR.
There's a scene at a biker, like, rally, like a Sturgis kind of thing, but, like, it's just
Our
a bunch of, like...
main bad ninja man goes there.
Yeah. Well, and he has a brother who's the main, like, guy at the gym that...
He owns a gym.
That also has a bunch of hicks working for him that want to beat up Dragon Sound for some reason.
Because his sister is dating the guitarist.
And his sister can't date anyone.
Yeah. Especially not a member of Dragon Sound.
Because it's like, it's Miami, so why not reference Scarface, you know?
Sure. Dude, don't go there.
Sorry, I won't.
not-
I won't. It's not that movie.
But the important thing
Anyway,
is...
so-
No.
and they
The
do
important
the-
thing is we get a scene
They do a motorcycle thing.
with 100 actual, random, but ugly fucking real-life people. Okay?
Yeah, normal people. Just, like, quote-unquote normal people.
Usually we watch movies and, when you watch a movie, you're like, oh, I want to see attractive people.
Well,
And Miami Connection is there to be like,
nah.
sir, you are going to watch real fucking people with saggy tits and fucked up teeth.
And one of them, like, flashes her ass, and it's, like, not... It's not ideal.
They flash... The funny thing about that part is she flashes her ass and they cut within like a millisecond. Because I guess it was so unflattering that they didn't even want to... That Richard Park, our esteemed director, restaurant owner, didn't want to leave it in there for too long.
Well, there's also, like, nightclub scenes that go nowhere. There's 2 musical numbers that, like, are just
But the nightclub scenes have the music numbers.
well, by Dragon Sound, who is the most, like, wigglecore, like,
Happy band
where they talk about, like, the power of friendship
But the scene
and
with
camaraderie and
bikers doesn't even have that. It's just the ninja and the gym owner douchebag brother. They show up and they're like, and then he says something.
yeah.
And the ninja's like, no business. And then they just go to the bar, sit there, talk. We don't hear any dialogue. We just hear music, and we just get shots of the ugliest people you've ever seen. And then a naked woman sits in one of their laps, and there's people who are on camera, drunk, out of their mind.
Yeah, completely obliterated drunk.
And scene it. This is like a 5-minute scene.
There's scenes like that throughout the entire movie that go nowhere and have nothing to do
My favorite
with
scene.
anything.
My favorite scene of nonsense is there's a scene of just our band members all sitting at a table at a restaurant.
Eating
And they're
fried
talking
rice.
over each other like you do in real life, you know? They're just talking over each other. You don't hear anything.
Well, it doesn't feel natural at all, though.
It is natural. How dare you? It's just a group of friends just chattering above each other, and you can't make out like an actual line of dialogue.
Right, where they're all mumbling.
And a guy brings out like a bunch of fried rice, and they're just
This is the director.
they're just eating.
Well, they're eating, and then the fucking, like, guy who brought out the rice is just awkwardly staring at all of them and just nodding his head.
Like, yes, the food's
There's
good.
also
yes.
that random gym scene that, like, they're just all working out, and that goes nowhere. It kind of to show that,
I don't
like,
even remember what that led to.
well, it's to show that, like, Jeff and has power over his sister. That was the only.
Oh, yeah.
That was the only reason they showed that, because it's just him saying that she can't date the guy.
And she's like, "You're the worst." Bye.
Well, because there's a scene where they, like, they try and beat him up because he's just seeing his the guy's sister.
It does have my favorite line delivery. Where'd you meet this son of a bitch? He's a friend of mine from school. A friend.
A friend.
And he just says that, and then just goes back to like flat affect. And
A
just,
friend.
Like kind of like he looks like he's massaging her arm.
Well, then he gets all pissed off and tries to beat the guy up, and then Dragon Sound shows up and they defend themselves, but they don't really fight. Not yet.
Well, our main guy who's he wrote the movie. YK Kim shows up, and through the power of being a ventriloquist dummy, he tells them, you don't scare me. Goodbye. And they leave.
Then
there's an awkward scene of the car driving away, and they ADR. One of them being like, "Are you okay?" Yeah, but if so and so wasn't there, I'd have kicked his ass.
Can we also get to the one of my favorite fight scenes in the entire movie? Like you could call it the catalyst for the entire reason they're doing all this. Is the two nightclub the old band and the nightclub owner fighting?
Yeah.
So the guy goes in and he's like, "How dare you? How dare you replace us with Dragon Sound?"
No, the first thing is he walks in there with two buddies.
You son of a bitch! You bitch!
And he's like,
"What
are you doing here? I thought I fired you."
Yeah.
He's like, "You fired me?
You fired you bitch!
Because of Dragon Sound?
Sound
bullshit.
They sound like what?
They play music for kids. Now who do you bullshit?" You're better than you, man. Your music's for old people. Yeah, bullshit.
This is
Your music's for old people.
Yeah. This is how the dialogue is. This is how
the whole movie.
All of the dialogue is like that. If that annoyed you, don't watch this movie because that is how the.
I don't know why that would annoy you. I think it's amazing.
It's hilarious.
And they fight.
And he kicks their asses. And the nightclub owner kicks all their asses. And then they're like, okay, we can't fight the nightclub owner. Let's go after Dragon Sound. Let's fuck them up. Because their whole thing is if we take care of Dragon Sound, we can get our job back at the nightclub. Yeah. I'm not kidding you.
Yes.
That is literally their entire plan.
We get a scene where Dragon Sound is driving home, and because they all live together too, by the way. They're all orphans.
And one of them is looking for their dad.
Their dad.
So it's Jim. Jim is looking for his dad, and he gets a letter. And I'm sorry, we're just gonna get this out of the way. He gets a letter, and he's like, "Oh, I found."
This is the Oscar scene.
They're looking for my dad. And he starts tearing up, and it's the only scene.
All one take.
Yeah, and he starts tearing up, and he's like, "My dad was
my mom was Korean,
and my dad was." He says Black American, which I've never heard in my entire life.
You have now. And he says, look, it's more natural than saying, African American.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, wait, I thought we were all orphans.
Yeah.
And
he's like, no, my dad was lost. He went somewhere and whatever. And he's like, they're looking for him.
Fucking
and they're gonna
breakdown.
And they're gonna send me. And they're looking for him. And he starts tearing up. And then so they're looking for his dad,
who was in the military, so he's writing the Department of Defense or something.
Yeah. So anyway, it doesn't matter because
it doesn't matter.
Dragon Sound gets jumped by a bunch of fucking hicks.
Well, they get stopped on a road, and all these dudes are screaming at them, and the guy's just like, "Listen, man, we just got a job."
Well, and the fucking old
bullshit.
Old worker is like, "You give us our job back. You get out of town."
You get out of here now. And I was like, we didn't do anything. That's bullshit.
We just accepted it. Literally, This is the conflict of the movie. Dragon Sound just accepted a job.
They kick all of their asses.
I have to say this too. All of Dragon Sound's songs are about Taekwondo and friendship. And the power of friendship.
And love.
Yeah.
And peace. And
I said, they are very, if you know the Wiggles, it's Wigglecore.
They fight against evil.
Yes.
And they are a good.
It's very children's music. He was right when he said that they make music for kids because it kind of sounds like Wiggles.
It's amazing. It's the greatest band I've ever heard in my life.
Oh yeah, Dragon Sound is my favorite band.
I love Dragon Sound.
I do want if you
wish Dragon Sound was real.
If you follow our Instagram, I posted a story where I made a Rhonda's workout shirt.
Yes.
Maybe I'll post it again. I'm gonna make a Dragon Sound shirt. Yep.
I wish Dragon Sound was real.
I know what to do. I'm going to make a Dragon Sound shirt.
If only Dragon Sound was real.
If Dragon Sound was real, that'd be incredible, but they're not because...
But
they'd be a kids band, but they would be fine.
They would be the greatest kids band of all time.
I would listen to them, unironically.
But Miami Connection is real.
Yes. Somehow. Miami Connection is very real.
Somehow. Yeah, they kick all their asses.
They kick all their asses. They spank them, and that's when we get the kickoff of because Jeff is the guy who owns the gym with a bunch of other hicks. there's a lot of goons for no reason in this movie.
I've never seen as many goons in my life.
Unexplained goons. So they go to Jeff and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna hire you. You can, and when we get our jobs back, you can have all of our profit," which I don't really understand.
Sure.
Why they even want their jobs back at that point.
I don't even remember that line.
They do say that.
Okay.
They do. He says, "You can have all my profit."
You could be making this up.
Apparently, all they care about is just playing at that nightclub.
Because it's the hottest nightclub in Orlando.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they won't get any profit. So what the fuck? What's the point?
They'll get fame.
Okay. Anyway. So now all the Hicks are like, okay, we're gonna go fuck up Dragon Sound. So they put a little tiny note on their fucking car
to meet us
at the fucking train yard or something.
Yeah. And they meet at the train yard, and inevitably Dragon Sound kicks everyone's asses again.
We're kind of growing chronologically, and it sounds like a rambler. That's how like fucking stupid this goddamn movie is, in the best way possible.
How about this, Will? How about the scene where they're all talking, and they're all like, "How about, what happens when we get so famous and awesome that we tour the world?" And he's like, "I got it. See, we're all orphans, and we all have roots in I love different parts of the world, right? And we can go tour."
Well, and I love how they're like, okay, well, like, but Taekwondo used to be just in Korea. Now it's worldwide. So we can go teach Taekwondo and play Dragon Sound, and we can like kick boards on stage. We can get people interested in Taekwondo, spread our music, and spread Taekwondo.
Because there's also a great scene, that teaches the magic of Taekwondo, where they're talking about the restaurant, I guess, and they're like, "Yeah, he's been having trouble," and it just has a scene of a bunch of dickheads like dining and dashing.
Yeah, except the fucking restaurant owner like literally kicks all their asses.
Annihilates them, because everyone in this movie knows martial arts. And then they show up, and they're like, "Good job, hell yeah, you fucking..."
It's the power of brotherhood, the power of friendship.
And he's like, "Remember,
the power of Taekwondo.
Taekwondo is not just about this," and he shows like his fists, or this, and he kicks the leg. It's about this, and he points at his head.
And then they show him on stage, and the guy puts his foot on the other guy, one of the band members, and grabs his nose with his toes.
And he
controls him, and then pretends to kick him a bunch while the guy's explaining how important Taekwondo is.
The magic of Taekwondo.
I am not kidding. That is literally a scene in the movie.
There's a lot of scenes like that where it's just like, message. Because I know there's multiple scenes.
Like the training scene where they're like training and it goes into slow-mo, and it's like 5 minutes of them like pretend fighting with like a plastic knife.
Gentle fighting imaginable. But there is a part, because they boomed us, where they're training with a knife, and he does this thing where he stands there, and the guy comes at him from behind with a knife, and he turns around and grabs the knife and shoves it in his like stomach.
Now I will say this really quick. At the beginning, there was ninjas. There's a giant drug deal that goes down, and ninjas kill like every single one of them, and they take the money and the drugs.
They don't take the money. They take the drugs.
Oh yeah, they were supposed to take the money.
Scolds them.
They were supposed to take the money. They took the drugs instead.
So this guy, he is the Miami Ninja drug gang biker man.
Here's the funny thing: it's an hour and 26 minutes. After this first scene, you can just forget about the ninjas until like 10 minutes until the movie ends.
Wrong, because we get multiple scenes of Jeff, the dickhead brother, meeting with this guy and doing nothing.
Well, meeting with the guy, but there's no ninja shit.
No, they show them like doing their katas.
Dude, there's barely any fucking ninja shit. You can just basically forget about the ninjas until like 10 minutes left.
I don't know what you're talking about. They clearly show the ninjas.
Shut up. They do not.
Running across that wood.
Shut up. It's not cool. It's not cool.
They clearly show us.
Forget about the ninjas.
Them running across that wooden drawbridge like 5 times.
Forget about the ninjas.
They show them.
I'm telling you right now, stop listening to Alex.
No.
Forget about the
No.
ninjas. Forget about the
Don't
ninjas
forget.
until like 15 minutes left
Don't
in the
forget,
movie.
they show them
Forget
rolling
about-
out of sync,
Shut up. They no.
unsynchronized.
I know, and all
rolling out of sync.
and all the katas are out of sync too.
They
It's
show
hilarious.
this multiple times when our dudes are like, how's business? Business good. This okay. Good meeting. Bye.
That's it. But there's no cool. Okay, so there's no cool ninja shit until 10 minutes left in the movie. Okay.
No, there's
That's all
cool ninja
li-
shit because we get
that's
Dragon
li-
Sound
no.
who are
No.
good ninjas.
Yeah, they're not ninjas though. They just
Yeah,
do
they are.
taekwondo.
They're ninjas. They're good.
They're
ninjas.
not ninjas.
Yeah, they are.
They don't ever dress as ninjas.
Yeah, they do. They dress as ninjas on stage.
Oh my god.
They wear
No,
white.
they wear white karate gis on stage.
They're good ninjas.
And while TK
they have a song.
While TK just pretends to slap the bass.
Because they have a song called "Against the Ninja." You
Yeah,
fuck.
that a woman sings.
They boom you.
Yeah, they do.
They boom you multiple times, just like they boom you with a knife. They boom you with the
They boom you
young
with
old
the
man
knife.
dad at the end.
So we get like the train yard fight scene, and they like the cops break it up because the cops are coming. So
Yeah,
Jeff,
two cops show up.
so Jeff can't like get him right. So what's he gonna do? He's gonna kidnap one of the Dragon Sound members.
Yeah, they go to the same restaurant.
Of course, because it's all about food for some reason in this fucking movie.
Well, because they had access to a restaurant. So I don't know what your problem is. Well, just like they had access to a nightclub.
So they
and
go-
they had access to a college campus.
So they go to the restaurant, and I guess they just forget about their friend who's like parking the car.
And yeah, he gets attacked, and they throw him in the trunk.
Now, there's going to be a leap here. There's going to be a leap of you have to. We don't know how they fucking found the friend, but here we are.
Well, they clearly are ready for it.
Salami.
Salami. Because at some point during the Boomhauer salami scene, with the fucking redneck shit,
because the sister goes back to like the gym. And
they're
one of the
just
guys
like-
literally says like salami because like they're just saying like random shit. Like they just told them to like just say things.
yeah, they're like, like drawing like a woman's hips with their arms. And like,
ooh, blah, 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 baby.
because she shows up, she's like, do you guys know where,
Oh, the baby, do be baby.
Where John is?
Binga boonga.
at some point,
like
at
that's
some point during all that, during all this, well,
all that chaos and confusion.
at some point during that chaos, they clearly told her, meet us
I don't
at
think
the-
they did.
meet us at the abandoned construction site, and we will have Richard
surprised-
Dicker John there.
I'm surprised they didn't just put
Subtitles?
or either subtitles or a handwritten note on a piece of notebook paper because
No.
that's like their MO.
But after
But
this,
Dragon Sound knows exactly where to go.
well, they're ready because they're all sitting there with their weapons, like ready for Dragon Sound. So
Yeah,
clearly,
well, and Dragon Sound's ready too because they show up with
Yeah.
weapons.
that's what I'm saying.
They show up
At
with like
some
stick
point
weapons.
During the gibberish, they told her,
No.
meet us at the construction site.
No, dude. Okay.
There's
So
no leap.
they go to the
They
construction.
boomed you.
They go to the. They don't explain it.
Richard
I
Park
guarantee
boomed
you,
you
I'm gonna
again.
watch it again. They do not fucking explain it. I
Watch
don't
it
know
how?
I don't know.
Without subtitles? What are you gonna do? Even the subtitles will be like, I don't know.
Fuck. They're like, I don't fucking know what he says. Salami at some point.
There's literally a scene where they're fighting in the train yard, and the guy's like, and the dude like looks at him like, what the fuck? And that was us during the movie.
It's like, what the fuck?
They're just like, just say gibberish.
One of the guys like, come on, hit me,
Gimme,
hit me.
And you're just like, what? Is that English?
And so the Dragon Sound show up to save their boy, and they fuck everyone up. Now I will take a moment here. Some of the fight scenes for homebrew, this is specifically for homebrew,
pretty fun.
look pretty fucking good.
Pretty fun.
And are actually pretty well choreographed.
Yeah.
They are a little like, you can tell they're choreographed. It's pretty obvious. But they're pretty fun. They're pretty well done. And you can tell that at least some of the people know how to do martial arts. Like they actually know how to do taekwondo.
Yeah. They can't act, but they know how to do martial arts.
They cannot act to save their life.
Which is all way you
They
need.
cannot act to save their lives, but they can do martial arts. So you know what? It's okay. It looks cool in a fight scene. And actually, I will admit, some of the fight scenes look really good.
But yeah, they beat all
For
of them up.
homebrew, I'm not gonna say for normal
And
movies,
then
but
our dude, Jeff, the bad boy, they corner him on the top of this thing, this big, empty, fucking naked building thing.
yeah.
And he's doing the fucking dance, like fucking shuffling his feet, and he shuffles himself
off the
building. So
he just
they don't
kills
even
himself.
kill him.
He kills himself.
He kills himself because
accidentally kills himself. How cool that one of our main bad guys just happens to accidentally fall off the tower.
I love that. I love that for them. And you know what else I love is he dies, right? And I mean, they go, they overload on cheese, right? Because our dude Jim, the daddy issues,
Jim finally finds his dad,
because there's multiple scenes in the movie of them hanging out their house,
yeah,
and nothing happens.
and TK
They're shoving
grapes in their mouths, and
they're
shit.
always walking around shirtless. They're just vibing.
And so Jim goes out to the mailbox with his unbuttoned pants
After
and his
multiple
tidy whities.
scenes of them being like, there's a letter from Sam's Club, there's this, but
Well, because they keep
nothing for
checking
your
the
dad.
mail, right?
Yeah.
So he finally finds the mail, and he like, I love how this it's like a drama movie at this point, because he like finds the mail and he like gets a picture. He's like, "My dad,
I found my father.
I found my father," and like they all come out, and I love this ensemble, right? So like most of them are just dressed in like their normal clothes, except one guy's in a fucking towel.
No, they're all shirtless, remember?
Yeah,
Again.
they're all shirtless, and one of them's just wrapped in a towel.
Yes.
He's not wearing any clothes.
He walked out of the shower.
He's just.
He heard,
And the
I
guy's
found
like,
my father.
The guy's like, I found my father.
And he ran out of the shower.
And I shit you not, they all gather around him as he's holding up the picture and lift Jim into the air.
And it goes slow-mo.
And they chant and raise him into the air.
And it goes into slow-mo.
I am not shitting you. This actually happens.
And you're like...
And my brain broke.
Okay, this is where you cut the credits.
This is like the triumphant moment. I found my dad. Roll credits because it's a happy moment.
And then they're like, no, more. So they have to go get him a suit, and they get him a suit so he can meet his dada. And then they go talk to the sister. They go talk to the fucking sister. And she's like, I was really upset. But I can't be too upset because I love you so much.
Like, my brother died, but he was a dick.
And I'm like,
so...
at no point did they show her being upset that her dumb fuck asshole brother walked off a building.
She's just fine with it.
They didn't even kill him. He walked off like an idiot. And she's just like, I love you too much.
They're just fine. They're like, you know what? I'm good. So he was my brother, but he was a dick, so we're good.
So they kiss, and then everyone's nodding and being happy.
They're going to the airport because they're going to pick up his daddy-o, right? Because he looks like a fucking lawyer. He's all suited up. He's ready to go.
Oh, they're all dressed up.
And in the meantime, we get the ninja guy. We finally go back to the ninja guy because you're like, where the fuck are their ninjas?
No, they went back after the guy walked off the fucking building.
And they're like, Jeff is...
Bad news, sir.
They're like, bad news. Jeff is dead.
He's like, they killed my brother. And we're like, brother?
Yeah. Like, they don't... Okay, here's the thing.
Maybe at some point they mentioned that they were brothers. I don't know. Maybe they're using martial arts terms.
Well, also,
I don't fucking know.
Here's the thing. They don't look anything alike.
Don't even go there.
I know.
Do not fucking go there.
Okay.
Maury Povich.
Okay, I won't.
Do not go there.
I will not. Okay.
You are not related.
You are not related. He is not the father.
Are you saying
Wait,
that?
no, they found his father.
Are you saying that because the ninja guy is Asian and the fucking brother is the whitest man alive?
Yeah.
Is that why you're saying they're not related?
That is exactly
in a movie about orphans?
That is exactly why I'm saying that. Yes. I know. A movie about I like that term. In the movie about orphans.
The whole movie's about families and orphans, and we're not related. Oh, we are related.
Okay.
Because, do you remember early in the movie?
Yes.
Early in the movie.
Okay.
When the girl is talking with the guy, and he's like, "Hey, how come I've never met anyone in your family? Like, what's going on?" And she goes into like, "Well, blah blah blah.
My brother's a dick.
My dad, he left us, and then he died."
he went out for milk and cigarettes and got hit by a Mack truck. No, they don't say that, but it's like
might as
hilarious
well.
because it's like yeah, he left us and then he died.
The whole movie is about douchebag dads, I guess.
Douchebag dads and douchebag brothers.
It's about family.
Well, and good brothers, but family's what you make it.
What's that trope? Found family?
Yeah.
Well,
This is Found Family.
it's a film about family.
And that's what makes it so powerful.
That's what makes it so powerful.
So anyway, the ninja guy is like pissed.
My brother's
so
dead.
He's like, okay, all you ninjas, because we're in not that part of Florida, get on your motorcycles and we're gonna fucking motor down to wherever. and somehow find these fucking the 3 members going to the airport and intercept them, and we're gonna try and kill Jim because
We're gonna kill. Well, they want to try to kill everybody.
Well, no, they're gonna try and kill everybody and almost kill Jim because fuck having a father.
Fuck that. And they attack them at like a fucking nature preserve,
I know.
and they start fighting, and they
Can I just at a certain point when they start fighting? Okay, no, let's get to the point where they like what they do to Jim, because I want to emphasize
what, bitch?
the tone change.
Toad. Oh, you mean how it gets ultra violent?
Yes, like it is like whiplash. Cause so up to this point, all the fights are like pretty plain Jane, right? They're just punching each other, and no one really dies. No one gets mortally injured except for the guy who dies on the tower.
I want you to remember, Will, as you're saying, as you're going through the bloodbath, okay? I want you to remember this. Only through the elimination of violence can we achieve world peace.
Yeah.
I want you to remember.
Okay. Which is hilarious because, like, okay, so they're all fighting, right? And then all of a sudden, Jim gets cut and does this, like, blood-curdling...
Because all the ninjas have swords.
Well, and they...
Katanas, whatever.
Jim does this, like, blood-curdling scream that lasts for, like, literally, like, a minute long.
And this giant cut all the way across his chest.
And he's like,
Jim!
And, like, the main guy's like, Jim! Jim!
Everyone's pissed.
And, like, I don't know what happened. They just decided, all right, this is where everyone sees red, and we're just going to have ultra violence for a minute.
Yeah, like they're covered in the blood of their enemies.
Well, because, like, one guy gets slashed in the back and then literally, like, cuts some guy's eye open, and they show it on screen.
Or when he stabs the guy in the chest and they spray, like, multiple sprays of blood at him.
And he also, like, gets cut. One guy gets cut in the neck and they fucking, like, just spurt blood everywhere. One guy gets stuck in between a tree and they just, like show him, like, stabbing him multiple times. Like, just, like, they just go fucking, like, insanely violent.
Yeah.
Which, again, we'll get to the end, the very end, the last thing before they do the credits. I just wanted everyone to remember, this is how violent we're doing. We are about to see a man get decapitated, even.
For no reason.
So a guy gets, like, slashed in the fucking, like, in the shoulder and like, starts crawling away. I don't know why he's crawling away when he got slashed on the shoulder, but, you know, it's
He's
okay.
so injured.
Yeah, it's fine.
And he crawls to the main bad guy.
So the main bad guy is just, like, he's just, like, meditating.
Full zen. And he's like, "Sir, we're fucked.
And the guy's
We're all
like...
dead."
He just looks at him, pulls out a sword, and decapitates him. Like, on-screen decapitation, spurting blood everywhere.
And laughs.
And just maniacally laughs at him.
And then, yeah, he has a fight with YK Kim. They fight, and it's a different actor.
Which is hilarious, because it's not...
I saw it. The reason is, Will?
Huh.
Because when they filmed it, originally, Jim died at the end. And somebody... All of them, maybe, were like, you know what? That's too fucking depressing.
That's too far.
They thought that was too depressing. It's too much of a downer. And then they reshot the ending, and the actor wasn't available.
So it's a mustached guy.
Well, there's a great scene where YK Kim tackles him, and he almost breaks his fucking neck.
They almost break the actor's neck. Like, the tackle looks so fucking brutal on screen. I was like, that was probably a mistake.
But as his head is upside down, almost getting his neck broken, his like ninja mask slightly slips, and it's a white man with a mustache.
When he's like these big bushy eyebrows,
which
too.
Conveniently enough, he looks way more related to Jeff now.
He does. He really does. They changed the actor, and he looks like Jeff's brother now.
Really interesting.
He looks like Jeff's brother now.
And then, they fight, and he knocks him out, and he's walking away. He's walking away from the bad ninja mans. And the bad ninja man stands up, and he pulls a knife out of his shoe, and he's running at him. And then YK Kim turns around, and the same thing he did when he was training.
He grabs his arm and stabs him with his own knife.
And the guy's dead. The movie boomed you.
Well, and it like shows a close-up of the bloody knife with the fucking blood running down.
And then they're driving Jim to the hospital.
I fucking love this
You've lost
next
your mind.
scene. This scene broke me.
Because it's like them in the car, like, you're gonna make it, Jim.
You're gonna make it, Jim. Just hold on.
I love you guys.
I love you guys.
Family.
You guys are family.
Family. And then it's just hard cut to 4 dickheads sitting in a hospital.
3 dickheads and 1 random dude.
1 young old man.
And you're just like, who is that per se?
You're like,
who?
You're like, that's the dad.
Pray tell. And I was like, that's the fucking dad. And sure as shit.
Because the guy comes in, he's like, I got news about Jim.
And they all stand up.
All of them stand up, and you're like, that's Dada.
And I do not exaggerate. Alex can tell you. Lost my mind. Because there is no preamble. There's no build-up. There's nothing. They just show the dad.
He's just there.
He's just, like, there's no, like, big scene where they introduce him or anything. He's just there. He's so unimportant that he's just there.
I mean, at some point they were like, hey, your son got owned. Your son is on death's bed because a bunch of ninjas attacked him. Meet us at the hospital. And he's just like,
okay,
cool. And then he's
like,
there.
Sick, I'll be there.
And it's a young old man.
That they spray painted gray.
And they were like, Jim's fine. He's alive. He just lost a lot of blood. And they wheel him out. And he's in a wheelchair, but he looks A-okay. And then, he's like, I love you guys. You guys are my real family. And then the dad's like, I'm so sorry I wasn't here for you before, but I see now, looking at your family, that this is the real family.
And he's like, I love you, son.
I will love you forever.
And he's like,
I
love you, Dad.
I love you, Dad. I love family.
I love you, Daddy. Yo, I love family.
And then
family. And
then they all start walking away.
And freeze frame
like a sitcom.
And I love a black screen comes up, right? It doesn't start doing the credits.
It's just a black screen.
And it says, only through the elimination of violence can we truly achieve world peace. After watching one of the most violent fucking, like, revenge... it's so ironic. I fucking love it.
I don't even know what to think of this.
Like, it's so fucking funny because we just watched them murder a bunch of, like, fucking ninjas, and then it has the goal to, like, put that up on screen.
I don't even know what to say about that.
That is bold.
That is fucking hilarious.
That is bold filmmaking. That is truly subverting expectations.
Fucking hell. Holy shit.
And then the credits roll. Bro, this movie, I had a blast watching this.
This is insane.
This is like... This is the truest form of, like, best of the worst.
Yeah,
material.
This is...
Because it's not a good movie.
The thing I love about this...
Don't mistake us. It is not good.
No, not through normal standards. But there is so much sincerity.
There is.
On this. There is nothing cynical.
Well, it's also, like, very guerrilla style, because you can tell they filmed, like, at, like, early hours where no one was there, and they tried to, like... I don't think they got permits for any
Film
of
as
these.
quickly as possible.
They didn't get permits for any of the filming locations. They didn't fucking care about that. They probably knew people that owned all these places they went to.
Guaranteed.
They shot the rodeo multiple times. So, like, it's so earnest, and it's so, like, all the scenes where they just, like, forgot the script, and they were just like, hey, just talk.
Yeah.
And they just create natural dialogue, and none of the people knew how to create natural dialogue in a fucking movie.
Oh, but they tried.
It makes it so hilarious. It just makes it so much more enjoyable that, like, no one knew what the fuck they were doing.
Well, see, that's fine. Because those scenes are absolutely and utterly so pointless.
You know what my thing is? It
gibberish.
had no right being filmed as well as it was.
Yeah.
And choreographed as well as it was. I will say, those are my two big things. It is filmed really well, surprisingly.
It looks like a movie. Surprisingly. Shockingly.
And the fight scenes are actually good.
Fun.
It boggles my mind because you watch the rest of the movie and you're just like, this should not be this good. This should not be shot as well as it is. And this should not be as choreographed as well as it is. Because some of the fight scenes look legitimately fucking cool.
Yeah, they're fun.
It's kind of insane.
They're a lot of fun.
This movie is just fun. It's just a fun time. It's best of the worst material if I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
It's like the sheerest form of best of the worst because although it is not a good movie, it is so fucking entertaining that like that hour and 26 minutes just flies by.
Yeah. Yeah, there's way too much. Even if I wasn't into, the shenanigans, I would still enjoy this just on account of how insanely sincere it is.
Oh, absolutely.
About just family and friendship and ninjas and
the musical numbers that are like wiggle core as fuck and like all these like just random bullshit scenes of like them just hanging out,
them getting food and them going to the beach and them walking around shirtless and ribbing each other and shoving grapes in each other's faces.
We've seen a lot of shitio that does not do it this well.
Yeah.
So like that's why I say
thankfully this isn't shitio.
Right. Well, I mean it's not shitio, but I mean like homebrew shit where it's like we've seen it done really poorly, and thankfully this is done really poorly, but in like the best way fucking possible. I don't know how they did it. It's like lightning in a bottle. I don't know fucking how they achieved this because it's so fucking entertaining and so dumb at the same time. It's really fun.
Only truly insane people could make something like this,
and I appreciate that.
I think that's.
Let's go to shitty to pretty.
Listen. 10 out of 10.
It's a 10 out of 10.
Sorry.
Like, it is so entertaining. It is so fucking entertaining. And maybe we have lizard brains. Maybe a lot of people won't like this. I fucking love it. I know it has a cult following. I get it.
Insane people need to express their art too. And in this film, I'm glad a lot of insane people did.
And I get it. I get the cult following. Because I fucking loved it. I thought it was so entertaining. I lost my mind at multiple scenes where I was just like, I don't know how this is this stupid and this entertaining at the same time.
There's multiple scenes where we were just like, I cannot believe this is real.
It's so dumb.
Like
so entertaining.
The long ass one take of the guy explaining the story about his dad.
Bro.
And his mom being Korean and his dad being black.
He finds his fucking dad and they slow-mo lift him up on their shoulders. Like a goddamn sports movie.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Fathers.
They actually did that, and then they unceremoniously just fucking show his dad just randomly
a young old man
in the scene.
Well,
they're just like, fuck you.
They couldn't even find an old black man.
No.
They found a young black guy
spray-painted his fucking
and
hair
spray
gray.
painted him. And you're just like, that's not an old man.
That's just a young guy they spray-painted gray.
They couldn't find an old black man?
This movie fucking
Ridiculous.
rocks. This movie rocks. I don't know what else to say, but this movie rocks.
Insane.
Go watch this movie if you can find it. I don't know where it is. I don't know if it's on any streaming services. We found it by certain means. Let's look and see if it's on any streaming services.
Maybe you'll get lucky. Because I know this movie did years ago get released by, I think, Draft House Films.
Yeah.
It
Oh, it's
Apparently,
on Pluto.
apparently this movie is on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
I'm assuming
It's also on Freevee.
it's the HD version.
Plex if you want to deal with a fuckload of ads.
Yeah. So yes, you
Yeah,
can
so,
watch this movie.
there you go.
Thankfully, praise be.
Praise be. There you go. Yeah, that's all I have to say. It's fun bad. It's such a fun bad movie. It is such a shitty fun movie. I love it.
It's such garbage, and we love it.
It really is. It's like the sweetest form of garbage.
It's such stupid.
It's such bullshit, but I love
brain
it.
dead, insane, stupid man garbage, and
I'm here for it. I'm here for all hour and 26 minutes of it, okay?
I can't believe they did this.
It's great. That's all I have to guys say.
That's it.
Yeah, shorter episode, but fuck it. Go watch Miami Connection.
Watch it. Watch this movie on Father's Day.
Yes. Watch it with your daddy.
Yeah, watch it with your dad. Or if you don't have a dad, you can relate to this.
Watch it with your own family. Family's what you make it, and watch it with your own family.
Are you an orphan?
Watch
Here's
it with
a
your
movie.
own family. Watch it on, like, Thanksgiving.
Watch this on every holiday.
Yep. Because it's the power of family.
It's a film about family. And that's what makes it so powerful.
For they mostly come out at night, though. This has been Will.
This has been Alex.
And we will talk to you all later.
Bye.
Remember, folks, only through the elimination of violence can we achieve world peace.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Richard
Thank you
Park
for coming
and
to
YK
my
Kim.
TED.